Hey, good day, everybody, and welcome to Fresh Bread. So happy to share this time with you again. Psalmist David here. And if you would like and subscribe, if you enjoy this, may you be blessed. We're going to have a little bit of inspiration, and then we're going to have a little bit on the harp. And I do really feel to play the harp for those of you who need some help sleeping, maybe, need some help, some background meditative something or other. Just some peaceful music to Selah, you know, meditate on these things. Um, Today, what I want to talk about is the question of putting self aside, putting away selfishness, and putting away that plague called entitlement. Um, a lot of people get trapped in that, and they feel that why should we have to be working so hard, and why should we have to be seeking God and praying so much and so on. We are entitled to a better life. We are entitled to things that really we don't deserve. But God in His goodness and God in His mercy. So what does He say about Jesus? He says, abandon. This is Philippians chapter 2. It's the Passion translation. Abandon every display of selfishness. Possess a greater concern for what matters to others instead of your own interests. And consider the example that Jesus, the Anointed One, has set before us. Let his mindset become your motivation. He existed in the form of God, yet he gave no thought to seizing equality with God as his supreme prize. Instead, he emptied himself of his outward glory by reducing himself to the form of a lowly servant. He became human. So if anybody could have said, well, I'm entitled to be a king here on earth and not to have to suffer and so on, Jesus was that one. But it says instead he emptied himself of his outward glory by reducing himself to the form of a lowly servant. Then it goes on. He humbled himself and became vulnerable, choosing to be revealed as a man, and was obedient. He was a perfect example, even in his death, a criminal's death by crucifixion. God is telling, Paul is writing this and is telling us that what God wants is selfless people. So when pride starts to mount up inside of you, when the whole sense of I have rights and I don't have to be doing this, God can find somebody else to do the dirty work. I will come in when it's part way done, so I just help to push it over the top. God has work for us all to do that some of it involves the gutter, some of it involves the nice meadow, of it involves palaces, but we recognize that the price that Jesus paid to buy us back to himself means that we aren't really entitled. We don't have rights. We can't tell God where to place us or where not to place us. We're just thankful and honored to be in his service. We are so grateful to be part of his kingdom, and we're honored that we can call him Father. That's a real special privilege that God gives us, to call him Father. So it's not that we're entitled to things. It's rather that with a humble heart we are grateful that we are called to be his children and to do his bidding. All right. I just want to play something and just be blessed. Be blessed today.